Julia Yarbough, formerly of NBC6 and now from Highway to a Husband.com. She's going to join us next. What the hell's going on with that girl? She's out of control. We'll be back.
Can't keep his mind on nothing, yeah.
That's right. When a man loves a woman, you just can't think about anything else except sex. I mean, except the love affair. 9:07 here on Sports Radio 560 WQAM. When a good friend comes to town, you got to make sure you talk to her. And one of my favorites, and has been on our show before, Julia Yarbough, formerly of NBC6, and now has done something. Your story's unbelievable. First of all, Julia, how you doing?
Good morning, Joe. Good morning, South Florida. So good to be home, be back. It's great.
It
feels wonderful.
It is great.
I miss you guys.
I got to tell you, you've been doing some national stuff, and your story's unbelievable. And I used to walk out going, damn, I just, I wish I had somebody in my life. And I never really thought anything of it. I understand, being single, sometimes it's got its perks, sometimes it doesn't. But then one day you come in, they call this big announcement, and you literally, GM says, Julia's decided to quit.
Yeah, kind of crazy, huh?
And most people don't go around quitting six-figure jobs that are really good with 3 or 4 years attached to it. And you did.
I did. And you know why?
Why?
'Cause life is short, and you got to get out there and live. And you just have to take the bull by the horns and say, you know what? I'm going to make my life exactly what I want it to be in every way, shape, and form. Professionally, personally, and the whole package.
You got a big pair, man. You are unbelievable. Highway to a Husband. You started this thing, and people want to go to it. It's highwaytoahusband.com.
That's right. And, I like that title, too.
It is. Is it really? Are you really out? Everybody asks me, are you really out looking?
I am. I mean, Joe, how many times over the years you've been pimping me out here in South Florida for, 12 years? And, South Florida, I love you. And the people here, I love you. But come on, guys. I've been here 12 years, and none of you have come up to the plate to help me out. I'm still single.
Are you too picky?
No. I'm like the most easygoing gal out there. So after 12 years, I said, you know what? I can't just sit here and be single forever and ever and ever, and none of you guys are coming forward. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go travel. I love to travel. I want to see my country. I want to do a road trip. And I thought, the more places I go, the more people I meet, maybe I will cross paths with my husband.
All right.
So I decided Highway to a Husband. What better way to travel, enjoy life, and find Mr. Right?
Julie, you've been doing this now for how long have you been on the road?
We've been on the road for about 6 weeks now,
Wow.
6.5 weeks, covered 7 states so far, and it is phenomenal. I've met some great people, too. It's awesome.
Have you met any potential?
I have actually. And again, I've gone out on more dates in the last 5 weeks than I have in the last 6 years here in South Florida.
Unbelievable. Now,
I think that's unbelievable, too.
Julie, I'm going to say this because I've heard both sides of this. This is great. Go for it, girl. I wish I could do that. The fact that you're doing it and you're not tied down is awesome. Then I've heard other people say, Julie is so desperate, it's sick. It's sick.
Now, if I were desperate, I'd be sitting at home going, oh, my life is pathetic. I need a man. Here's the difference. I don't need a man. I want a man. Big difference.
All right. Just between us, because you can be honest with me.
I know, because it's just me and you right now.
Have you had sex on the road yet?
Of course not.
No, I just wonder if any of these dates.
No, think about that. If I met somebody who was like, a potential, and I was like, man, I'm really into this guy. But let's say I slipped up and said, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Then he would think I'd do that with anybody else on the road. So really, in a weird twist of fate, I've kind of screwed myself because now I don't have any.
I would never marry a girl that slept with me on the first day. I'm with you. She got to, we got to go out at least 3 times or so before I consider sleeping with you. I'm just not that easy. So how long are you going to stick with this and go? Are you literally going to do this till you find a guy, or at least give it every opportunity?
We're gonna go as far as we can. I'd like to see the whole country, and the bottom line is, I'll go until I find Mr. Right, until I kill my travel partner in the car, or until the money runs out. You're
unbelievable. Now, the girl with you, what is she like? Is she in the same boat?
Oh, she's awesome. She's single. She's gorgeous. She's talented. She's a former reporter as well. Has just this phenomenal personality, and men never ask her out. And we both keep hearing from guys across the country that we're meeting that, well, women like you are intimidating. And we're like, all right, guys, so tell us what we need to do because we've got all of our ducks in a row. We don't have any weird drama, any weird, baggage in our lives.
Yeah, you don't have kids. You haven't been married 18 times where guys go, something's wrong with her.
Yeah, we're not weird people. We're pretty cool chicks. And I hear this from a lot of women that they're like, what's up with you men? We're like really good women, and you never ask us out. You only ask out the people that have like issues up the yin-yang. What's up with that, guys? Help us out.
I had a bunch of people always ask about you, how's she doing? If you talk to her, they go, what happened? I go, she quit a 6-figure job to do this. And she's still young. And they ask me, and I go, I can't believe she did it either.
As Americans, we work our lives away.
Yes, we do.
We work too hard.
Yes, we do.
You have to enjoy life. It's short. Even driving in this morning, I was stuck in traffic, and I thought, God bless you all who have to work and sit in traffic. I thought, this is no way to live. No wonder people aren't happy and don't want to date each other. By the time they get home from work and sitting in traffic, they're miserable. This is not how we have to live. Life is short. Enjoy it. Get out there, make it what you want it to be, and have fun. And gosh darn it, I'm determined to find me a husband. Do
you have any regrets? You were doing this for a long time. You could have kept doing it for a long time, doing the TV thing and anchoring, and you've turned it down. It wasn't originally, when you left, everybody said, she's got another job somewhere. She's already got it set up. She just pulled a quick one on to get out of Miami. And I go, I don't think so, you guys. If you know Julia, I'll walk out with her every night at midnight. There's more to this. And sure enough, this is not about another job.
No. My only regret is that you were already taken.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm a loser. Seriously, Jill. I always tell you could do a lot better. Plus, you're always big on that six-pack. And as you know, and I used to give you a hard time, I carry around somewhere between 2 six-packs and a case around my stomach.
Well, it's all good because, there are a lot of great men all over the country. And I figure the more people who know that I'm out there looking and, not desperation, ladies, you just got to make things happen.
All right, Julia. So
thank you. So check out Highway to a Husband. We've got some great funny stories from the road. We've met some fun people, and there's some crazy antics that are happening. The more people we talk to, the more we learn, and there's some weird stuff going on out there. Have
we shut the door that men in South Florida, what, they're pigs? Or they're just hard to find?
Don't put words in my mouth.
Or they're looking to have sex on the first date, and that's a turnoff. They're not aggressive enough.
I wish I had
because I used to hear you're too picky all the time, too.
No, I'm not too picky.
Julia?
No, I'm not too picky. It's not too much to ask that somebody works out. That's it. Have fun.
Oh, no, you work out. Man, you are. You got an unbelievable figure, if I can say that to my good friend who I've known now for 14 or 15 years in this business, this nutty business. But
right. Hey, I know you got all your callers wanting to talk about Brandon, so let's get back to it.
It's great stuff, though, and I appreciate you coming in to talk about Highway to a Husband.
Yeah, check out the website. We've got some fun stuff on there.
And
you've
got
us on,
what do you
Facebook
call it? Streaming.
Twitter.
What do they call it? Streaming live?
We're working on that.
All right. So you have snapshots you're putting up?
Oh, yeah. Tons of pictures from all across the country, hitting a lot of national parks, going out, just seeing the countryside, meeting people.
The guy behind you on the website, that's your kind of guy. Is that actually a guy you met that's standing behind you on the fence in the back?
A lot of people have asked about that. He is a dear friend right here in South Florida. And ladies, he is single. He is a good friend of mine, an up-and-coming model. So
I was going to say, that the guy put the hat on, but that's the guy that plays the cowboy in the movie that's really a good-looking guy out of Los Angeles.
Nothing wrong with cowboys. In fact, I may try to hit the roundup tonight, Wednesday night. So
what's with you doing that roundup
out here in South
thing?
Florida, I may be over at Roundup doing a little two-stepping.
Two-stepping?
Yeah.
Have you done any drinking on the road? Do you literally go to nightclubs? Have you partied, or you keep it during the day, or what do you do?
No, we my curfew's midnight. I'm a good girl.
Julia, you're unbelievable. It's 9:17 here on Sports Radio 560 WQAM. Julia Yarbough, formerly of NBC6, and now just decided to go for it, looking for a husband on the road. Start her own website, highwaytoahusband.com. Desperate, a bit of a turn on. A girl comes into town and says, hey, I'm not from here, but you're the kind of guy I'm looking for. Are you single and ready to mingle? I'm trying to figure out how that would be. That's
what goes on at a bangy-dangy?
Well, good time, but Julia's not giving it up on the first date. What do you say, 3 or 4 dates, Jules? When do you finally feel comfortable with the guy?
I can't give out my secrets, Joe. Come on now.
I'm with you, though. No sex on the first date. You're out. Sex on the first date, you're done. 9:17 here on Sports Radio 560.
Bangy-dangy.
That's right, doggy. Hey, we're going to take a quick break. Julia, it was good seeing you. Thank you so
Joey.
much.
Love you, South Florida.
You're the best. Julia Yarbough, ready to hit the road again. We'll be back.